Alright guys, welcome back. Biao run. Extra stream, baby. Monday night. Probably the best part about the holidays for me. Like, outside of the family stuff, it's like having the extra time off in this last quarter. Occasionally, it's kind of nice. At least in the afternoons. So, okay, that looks good to me, right? Audio's good. Let me check the audio in the game here. Make sure it's not too loud. I've already been playing, so I just figured, shit, if I'm gonna sit here and play, I might as well record. You know what I mean? Might as well stream it. Especially because this run is so difficult. But I'm getting my practice in, as you guys can see. Let me turn my radar. Do we need the radar map on? I'm used to not having it on. Like, I feel like it doesn't matter. You can pretty much see that South's got most of these cities, the mini-map up here. I guess I'll leave it on. That's one of the things that, like, when you go back to these older games, man, So I've said this a lot, right? I'll always say this. The best thing that came with accessibility in video games, you notice how all these AAA games now have accessibility options for everything? The best thing about that for me is that you can turn off UI. Modern games, this might be the best thing about modern games. Let me think, hold on. Let me just... Yeah. I think the best thing about modern games is within the accessibility, the over-committing to accessibility. Almost all games now have options to turn off UI to some degree. And I love that. I love playing with the very clean UI, very small. You know, keep it nice and trim. Either keep it in a corner somewhere or take it off completely, you know? Like, I was playing, what was I playing the other day? Days Gone. Days Gone, I like to play with no UI. You know, just take everything off. I don't even want to see the life bar. I don't want to see the bullet count. I don't want to see the crosshairs when I shoot. Nothing. I just, you know what I mean? I got the big TV. Okay, I got the big 4K TV. I want to see everything in the game. And I love that about modern games, that you can turn off the UI. When you go back and play some of these older games, the clutter to me sometimes, it's just like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like down here, for example, it's telling you have the keys to guide you. R1 to scroll through your cities. If you need help, go to the help list, the scroll button, the action button. Like, I don't need all that, bro. Just get rid of all that, you know? I don't want to see the statistics here unless I'm like I just don't want to see hardly any of this stuff unless I click on it. When I click on it, then bring it up. And this game isn't even that bad, but it's just one of those things that jumps out to me. It's like some of these older games, there's so much stuff. If you guys have played a Ubisoft game, you know what I'm talking about. That's probably the worst offender. Play any Ubisoft game, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, where there's just way too much shit on your screen, man. There's way too much. You got a compass up here, then you got the mini-map over there. Then you have the guiding system that's guiding your feet, literally guiding your feet, right, to the next objective. Then you got yellow paint telling you where to climb or where to grab, what to interact. Bro, they're just... You got, like, what is the point of even playing the game? They hold the player's hands so hard in some of these games. It's like they're afraid of any type of blowback at all. That it's too difficult, that, you know what I mean? God forbid an IGN journalist say, I couldn't find the next objective. It took me 5 minutes to figure out what to do next. They make games like they're terrified of that. Like, they're terrified of somebody writing a review from IGN and being like, oh, I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do for like 5 minutes. Oh, no. And I know that's what it is. Because I sit in, you know, in my job, when you sit down for marketing meetings, it's the same thing. They look, we're customers, so they're just like, we got to keep the player engaged. We got to keep the player, we got to keep them locked in. But they do it, they go so hard that they just hold your hand through the whole game. So you boot up like an Assassin's Creed, and it's just, bro, what the fuck? Like, I can barely see my character. There's so much shit on screen, and you don't need any of it on screen, you know? Anyway, that's a good spot to end that ramble. All that to say, this UI is a little annoying. Alright, what's up, everybody? We got Daniel, Tommy, Young King, Chow, Robot. Yo, Luigi. You thought we died last game. We were dying. No, this is not members only, Toby. Lots of green names. We got members in here, but this is not like a members only. The members only run. So Romance 9, we're gonna have our Lubu run. It's gonna be on Sunday. If you're part of a Patreon, or if you're submitted to if you submitted an officer and you're either signed up for my Patreon or you're a member on YouTube, then you can submit your officer for that Lubu run for the Sunday runs. But it's not like it's not a members only run, you know what I mean? Like, I'll have the link out in Patreon, which there's a free tier that you can sign up for. If you guys haven't signed up to my Patreon, free tier on Patreon. You know what I mean? On YouTube, you have to charge a minimum just to have a member stream. Like, it doesn't, you can't give out a free membership on YouTube is what I'm trying to say. You can't set a free price. So anyway, that'll be on Sunday. I'll post a link on my Patreon, so whether you're signed up to Patreon as a free tier or whatever, you can watch it, and then I'll have it as a free stream. I'll have it unlocked so anybody can watch it down the road. So I still have to figure out how I'm going to do that. Like, I still have to do a test run and make sure that that works. What else did I want to say about that, since I'm already talking about it? I'm going to have an Emperor Lubu video probably Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday, I have an Emperor Lubu video showing off the faction, our starting position, how that run's going to go. So there's going to be more in-depth video covering Emperor Lubu start 197. I might do more for other games. Just factions and games and starting positions, depending on how that one does. So yeah, Sunday's stream might be like a members only. So I still don't know if I'm gonna make it members only or not. Like, because a lot of people watch this one. So the only reason I was gonna make it members only just to even watch it was just because I didn't think a lot of people were gonna turn out for these older games, but a lot of people did. Like, I wasn't expecting, you know, I was expecting like a couple of people to be like, oh yeah, I've played the older titles, but not a lot. What's up, Arcade? The goal is to take back Xinjiang. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're trying to do. The only reason I'm still in this run, well, outside of me just toughing it out, because I shouldn't. Most of the time I would have just said okay, but I wanted to tough it out, so I've been playing it for about 45 minutes already. And then it just popped into my head, like, why don't I just stream it? Like, everything's right here. Anyway, we have a coalition that's formed against Cao Cao. So that's kind of bought me some time. You know, we have like a small window to try to push a little bit while everybody's working together. The biggest thing about the coalition, like, you're probably thinking a coalition, so what, right? But in this situation, Liu Zhang What's the big factor that's changed the trajectory? Liu Zhang getting involved. So he marched out a huge force from Han. He still got 49,000. He marched out all his armies and captured Chang'an from Cao Cao. And he took Wu Gate, and he's pushing into Wan. So Liu Zhang emptying his armies from Shu. All the AI is aggressive in these old games, so you guys are probably, if you haven't played the older games, you're probably used to Liu Zhang just chilling and not doing anything. If you're playing on expert mode, everybody attacks. Everybody does something. So even wimpy wimpy Liu Zhang with his 3 leadership and 3 war, even he will do something in this game and this difficulty. So him marching and attacking Cao Cao has diverted his resources. So it's allowed me to survive. Not do much other than survive, but I'm trying to take back our city. He did attack from Yong'an. Looks like it failed. My hope is that we can take Longzong Port. And then if we capture Longzong Port, because the defense is about to fall, we can use these troops and make a play on our city. I'm going to try to take our city back as quickly as possible. That means lowering the defense because the economy... Like, I don't want to destroy my own city just to get it back. I want to try to control that. I don't know how much longer we have the coalition for. 140 days, so that's 10 turns. So, that's about less than 5 months. So the coalition's about for 5 more months, and then we're back at war probably with Sun Quan, with the 4 southern districts down here. We have about 4 months to push. 4 months to push, and then we have to turn around. Sun Quan's sort of making a comeback. Not really. He basically got lucky and grabbed the port that had a ton of troops in it. So he's been able to kind of burst back a little bit. But it's not going to last. We have a small window for us. You know, what does the coalition mean for us? Well, we can try to push a little bit. Maybe sync up with Liu Zhang up there, who's attacking from Chang'an. But, you know, I'm not hopeful that we're going to be able to turn this around. I just want to play it out. You know, that was my thought, was like, all right, let's just fucking play this out no matter what. You do the most learning from a difficult position, from struggle. Like, from a losing position, that's where you do the most learning. That's where you level up the fastest. So I'm hoping we can take this port. Also, I should have mentioned this already. It just popped into my head. Some of my comments have been... YouTube's been kind of blocking some comments. So if you guys don't see a response from me or something, that's what it is. So if you put a comment or something, you don't see me respond in some way, shape, or form, check your comment. It might have gotten deleted. Or maybe it just didn't go through. So I've had a lot of comments just kind of disappearing. Ganing has been... Oh, we captured Ganing. That's right. I haven't even checked, man. How long's Ganing been in... That's right. Huangzong defeated Ganing. We should execute him. We should execute him. Ganing betrayed us. It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me. Ganing betrayed us, did he not? He fought for our banner for a little while, and then he got captured and betrayed us right away. If you're submitting an officer for our Lubu run, consider your character's temperament. Okay, I covered this in the video. I just put out a video the other day. Well, today. Earlier today. Romance 9 Character Creation Guide. Consider your character's temperament. That governs how quickly your character will surrender when they become a prisoner. It's not just rebellion chance. It's not just betraying, normal betraying. It's also, if you become a prisoner, how quickly will you just say, okay, I give up, and switch sides? That's another thing. You don't want to be like Ganing. Dead. The esteemed Liu Kong desires your execution. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself, traitor. Who else did we capture? Wang Xiu. We can try to recruit him. Lu Meng's a free officer. Lu Meng's a free officer. How? Maybe he got captured? Alright. Whatever. We'll try to get Lu Meng. Don't even question it, right? Just try to get him. Lu Meng would be an incredible leader for this army. Okay. We're going to try to get our port, use this influx of troops, and then try to attack and capture Xianyang. Huangzong, man. Okay. Only have 2 cities, so this is going to go by really quickly. Older title feels new since they actually challenge you without creating difficulty, and the RNG is pretty... Yeah, the RNG is insane in Romance 9. I love the RNG. I love the difficulty. We got the port. We got 22k. Now I'm going to do a split approach. Try to take our city back. Lu Meng actually joined us. Wow, we got Lu Meng. That's a big deal. That is an actual leader. We lost Gan Ning, but we gained Lu Meng. That's good. That's good. Also, I picked up Liu Bei. He did join me. The Imperial Uncle is here. So in a weird way, Liu Bei could end up inheriting this force anyway. If you follow the story, he could end up... It says we have a good chance of getting Guan Yu, but our advisor's really, you know, he's not 100%. Ma Liang is good, but he's not amazing. You know, he's not like Mr. 1%. Let's call some people over. We have to make sure that we can siege this castle down in 1 turn. Huangzong, Wenpin, okay. We don't have any training points, man. So once you unlock the ability to learn something in this game, you have to have training points to be able to train your guys. And you get those by taking castles and taking bases. Castles give the most. Bases give you, like, very, very little. So, can anyone here use a siege weapon? Can Lu Meng use a siege weapon? Maybe the new guy has a siege experience. Lu Meng can use rams. Okay, we gotta wait for Lu Meng. Oh, man. How annoying is that? Alright, let's patrol. Search. Yeah, I just love how quick this game is. It's quick, man. It's really quick. It's very, very snappy. Ganyan and Zhang Ring are tanks. Yeah, Liu Zhang is awesome. Liu Zhang is... I like playing Liu Zhang a lot. But I haven't played him in the modern titles because the modern games are so slow. Romance 14, I mean, you guys... We just did a shoe run in Romance 14. And it was still kind of slow. Even with all the stuff that I did to speed up the game, it was still a little bit slow. So that's why I don't play Liu Zhang. But I like playing Liu Zhang in the older titles. And in this Romance, in Romance 7... Romance 7 might be the next one that I show off. Romance 7 is really good. It's another game that's like this. Romance 7 is the only romance that I actually like the RPG aspects to. What the fuck is this? Upgrade your driver. Fuck out of here. Romance 7 is the only RPG entry in the series that I like. That I'm like, it's amazing, you know? 10 is pretty close behind it, but 7 is the best one. If you want to have the best of both worlds, that's the best one for it. So I'll probably show off Romance 7 at some point in the future. But yeah, I like Liu Zhang in those games because it's quicker. You can get out of Shu very quickly. It's not like moving your supply lines is going to take forever. It doesn't take a half hour for you to get your soldiers into position. That drives me crazy, you know? And he's actually got some challenging starts in this romance. There's a couple of starts for Liu Zhang where he's bordering Liu Bei in his prime. And you got Cao Cao coming down through Hanzhong. So you're fighting Liu Bei and Cao Cao. He's got some interesting starts in this game. Cao Cao is a menace? Yeah, he's unrelenting, bro. He never stops. If he has Suge Liang, good question, Robot. We gotta check. We gotta check. Where is Kong Ming? If Cao Cao doesn't have him, he's hidden. He's got to be hidden. Is he in Longzong Port? Also, is Lu Meng here? How many wounded soldiers are here? 5,000 more, so I'm going to have 36k. Whoa, buddy. Where's Lu Meng? Is he already at the port? I forgot about that. Whenever you recruit a guy, they go straight to wherever your lord is. So in this game, if your lord's at the port, that's where the guy shows up. So that means we could march right away. I'm going to have to tear down my own city. That's unfortunate. I think I'm going to need Huangzong to distract them. We're going to deploy Huangzong. He's going to march up to the southern gate right here. Try to get them to come out. When they come out through there, we'll send a battering ram at the western gate. If anybody can hold his own, we know that it's Huangzong. We know that now. Might need an intelligent officer to prevent Cao Cao's constant plotting. Confuse, rally, that sucks. Does anybody have dismantle to protect us from traps? Or shield? Dismantle and shield are super important, man. They're very rare, but for good reason. Protection from plots in this game is... it's top tier because the plots in these older games, these older Koei games, are backbreaking, you know? We should probably put Confuse up here. We might be able to get to chain it with our foot tactics behind it. Alright, let's do that. 15,000. We'll try to draw out his forces. Let's give Lu Meng a rank. Can't believe we got Lu Meng. That's just nuts, man. He's only got 75 loyalty, so he might betray us. The only advantage I have right now, because we're in a coalition against Cao Cao, nobody can try to poach Lu Meng right now. Only Cao Cao. And if he came from Cao Cao, which he must have, then the chances of him going back are very low. So I should have plenty of time to get Lu Meng's loyalty back up. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. I should be okay. By the way, if you guys want an idea of stat growths in this game, check out Liu Kong's leadership stat. So I've used Liu Kong, I think, in 2 units. So I've deployed him 2 times. His leadership maximum went up from 22 to 30. So just deploying this kid twice, his leadership can already go up to 30. It can already go up 8 points from 2 deployments. You can see on the right side, he only needs 9 XP to level up his leadership. So in this game, if your officer is terrible at something, you can level them up very, very quickly. Because the threshold for XP is lowered. Like, how much do you need to get your next level up? It's way lower in this game. Another reason why it's great. You can turn a chump into a champ. A chud into a chode, if you will. You played 7, you got confused abused by Cao Cao? Yeah, 7's pretty brutal too. 7 is one of those games where you can sit down and plot an intricate campaign. And it can fall apart in like 2 seconds. 7 is one of those, man. Like, so many things can go wrong. You could forget like 2 things in the battle suddenly, and everything, the tide just turns. Huang Zhong, he's probably going to need like 2 turns to get there, but that's fine because we can train up our guys. We can train up the boys. EU5 dropping tomorrow, man. I'm excited. I don't know if it's going to be a midnight release, but if it is, I might have to stay up. Might have to stay up just to play it. Although, based on my time zone, it's probably not going to be. It's probably going to be noonish or some shit. So, I'll be at work. Huang Zhong, okay, he's almost there. Should we deploy a rescue unit to buff up his numbers by 3k? We have to play the RNG game. There are no allied units to reinforce. That's his maximum cap. I forgot to promote him. I should have promoted him. That's my bad. What's up, Ikari? A chud indeed. A chud with proper tutelage in this game, with proper practice. You can turn a chud into a chode. Okay? The most useless chud can blossom, if you will, into an almighty chode with the proper training in Romance 9. Takes effort. It's not easy. It's not for everybody. But you can get there. That's right, Toby. You got it. The battles are fun. Yeah, the battles in Romance 7 are immensely... They're just awesome. They're just like this one. Like I said, it's the only RPG entry that I recommend. Like, people ask me once in a while, oh, what's a good... I like the romance games, but for the story and to play my own character and to enjoy, like, being a general in China. And I always say, play Romance 7. If you can get Romance 7, go get that. Go emulate Romance 7. That's the best one to play for RPG. 10 is very close to it. So if you can't get 7, play 10. Huang Zhong. Oh, I got hit with Disrupt as well? We got hit with Cajole, which stole some of our troops, and then it also broke our formation. Classic Cao Cao, getting 2 for 1. Cao Cao getting that 2 for 1 special. Liu Kui might be able to reinforce with 3,000. That's the thing about the reinforce command. It's not like Romance 14, where it's a suggestion and you pay for it, like Masu. I'm sorry, Masu was doing for us in the Shuhan run, where it's like reinforced troops. I click on it, I pay money, that unit gets 3,000 soldiers. In this game, you spend the officer, you send the 3,000 soldiers, and it's an RNG roll. If the commander, the person that you spent leadership's high enough to beat the roll, then all 3,000 soldiers make it, no problem. But if they don't beat the roll, then some of your troops desert. You have deserters who break away from the unit that's supposed to be reinforcing. So only a fraction of your soldiers make it. It's very cool, you know, because it's like, yeah, some of the troops deserted. The guy that you assigned, his leadership, he's not a good commander. He didn't. The guys didn't want to follow him into battle, so a bunch of guys dropped out. You know, and the amount that drops out depends on the leadership's miss. How bad is the guy's leadership? Well, the worse the leadership, the worse the roll was, the more troops drop out. So it's great because it's a roll. It's RNG, and you just try to manage it. That's really, in a nutshell, that's what makes this game so good. You're planning and trying to execute, but you don't know. All right, Lu Meng's gonna lead the ram. I hate that I'm gonna have to smash my own city to pieces. We're gonna head this way, try to help out Huangzong, while Lu Meng batters down the city gates. Seven was any good in picking a leader. Remember renting it for a weekend but never found a copy. 8. What's the difference between 7? Picking the leader is any fun? Yeah, playing as a ruler is... I know I just talked about the RPG stuff, but I play as a ruler 99% of the time is ruler play. So even the best RPG game for Romance of the Three Kingdoms, I'm still playing as ruler. You know, I'm just acknowledging that the RPG stuff is great in that. No, ruler play is excellent in Romance 7. It's much better than 8 in my opinion because it's a lot faster and it doesn't lose any depth. And it has more depth in the combat than 8. It has a lot more depth than OG 8. I'm not talking about Remake 8. Everything has more depth than Remake 8. I'm talking about OG 8, which was pretty good in terms of depth when you go to attack and planning campaigns. 7's is even better. There's more steps involved when you go to war. There's more crazy things that you can do. The only thing that I'm trying to think of what I don't like about 7. The only thing that I didn't like about 7 is that there isn't that many starting dates. So you only have like 8 starting dates. I guess because it's such an old game, like compared to the newer releases, they didn't have like a DLC model or any idea of that. So there's no what-if scenarios or anything in Romance 7. You just get 8 starting dates and that's it. So yeah, every single turn that there's enemy units hitting a city, the city's economy is going down. So the trade's going down, the farming's going down. So it's horrible. You'll see next turn. Next turn I'll keep the cursor right here, and you can see the numbers on the side, and the numbers just fall off. So attacking a city in this game, economically you're ruining it, you know? You are ruining it. Now you're gonna show up. Kind of late. Liu Zhang himself? What? He was in Hanzhong. Wow, he actually came down from Hanzhong to attack. Good shit. Oh my god, that was a huge waste. There was only 100 soldiers in our draft pool. But yeah, you can defeat a force in this game just by ruining them economically, by just beating the shit out of their units, their cities, I mean, so much. Sun Quan took back Lujiang. That's a huge amount of troops that he got, man. But if he doesn't push, you can see that it still doesn't look good. Same thing for us. Even if we retake our city, holding on to it is going to be like a whole nother... That's a whole nother question. You play as Fulu, so I'm playing as officer, so I don't experience... You don't have much experience in 7? Let me make sure that all my messages are showing up. Okay. So yeah, like I said, if you put a comment up in any of my videos, you don't see anything, that's probably what it is. I'm having... For some reason, some of the comments are getting just disabled or censored. I don't know what it is. But yeah, look, you can see our numbers right here. The city's trade value, the farm value, the trust value, it's all dwindling. You can see the building, the government building in the middle. It already shrunk down. This government building basically tells you what type of scale the city's at. So it was a large-scale city before we started attacking. Now it's down to medium scale. And then the small-scale cities don't have anything. Like, you won't be able to see the government building. Like, let me see if I can find one. See how, like, the block right there is massive? That's a large scale. Medium scale. Small scale. You can barely see it. So... It sucks, because when you have to retake a city, even defending a city sometimes it's a trade-off. You want to get the defensive bonus of fighting under your city, because you get your city gives off an aura that will boost your units. But the problem with that is that you're risking your city taking direct damage. And it's a nightmare because it is a lot of effort to build up your cities in this game. Like, money-wise, it takes a long time. Even though you can get through it quickly, it takes a lot of time in-game to build up a city. I got hit with Confuse. Liu Bei has mastered Confuse. Liu Bei learned Confuse from watching his allies do it. If you swear your loyalty to us, we'll give you land and tools. There will be no question of it. We got 500 soldiers. So it's charging. Who is it charging? Yang Ren? Wang Zong is about out of troops. Should have given him a promotion so he could carry more. Liu Kong's unit has been deceived. Huang Zong's unit's been wiped out. Now our ram is defenseless because our troop soldiers are running away. Jiao Dun has challenged Lu Mang. Oh, no. The rest of you stay out of this. This is my fight. Ready your weapon. Lu Mang is... I don't like this, man. I'll give you no respite. What a fighter! I cannot lose now. Another critical hit? Bro, how many critical hits does this guy need? 3? 3 critical hits? Wow. That is such bullshit, bro. That's another thing. I forgot to mention this in my Emperor Lu Bu video, but the AI on Expert, and maybe it's because I've been playing this game for so long, or maybe that's the reason why I feel like it is, but on Expert, it feels like they're always triggering everything. All the time. It feels almost oppressive. Like, triple crits? Two regular crits and then an injury crit, which is the worst one, in the same duel. Ugh. It's miserable. And then Cao Cao does that to you all the time. He'll mislead your units. Like, he misled our foot troops to go back. That's what left our ram exposed to the duel. I hate that about fighting Cao Cao in this game. Everybody does the mislead ability, like the mislead ploy. But Cao Cao really abuses the shit out of that. He will constantly have your forces marching backwards in the other direction. It's terrible. We've never lost the duel, Toby. We got our city back for now. You hear that triumphant music? Jiao Dun has challenged Li Yan. Oh my god, he's gonna kill everybody. Stop. Stop accepting duels. Not even a scratch. Ooh, he got parried. The parry. He parried right back? He parried him back? Even when I have a little success, the AI has to ramp it up to match us. You are far from good enough to defeat the great Jiao Dun. Oh no. I can't pull back now. I'm forced to fight you. Our advisor got caught in the duel. 24 war. Dude, I wanted a nice chill stream. I did not want this fucking stress already. I already got the blood pressure's climbing. It's already coming up. It's coming up. Getting hot. I'm already getting fucking hot here. This nonsense. Jiao Dun's won 3 duels in a row. Three duels in a row. 0-3 today. 0-3. I'm about to send Lu Meng out there. Send Huang Zong out there. Capture him. I'm starting to remember why the execute command is my favorite command in Romance 9. My absolute favorite command in this game. Fucking execute button. Get out there. Lower formation is really good at capturing. It increases the chances of you just taking prisoners, so. How many wounded do we have in the port? Is that it? 73 soldiers? Okay. Let's get our brother out of there. How much longer do we have in this coalition before we have to start worrying about 30 days? Oh my, it's already over. It's already been 5 months. You see how fast this game goes? It's already been 5 months in game time. 5 months in like Romance 14. And I like Romance 14, but 5 months in Romance 14 is like an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's try to capture Dune since he's already stranded. He's cut off. 2,000 soldiers is all he's got. Maybe we can capture and kill Dune. It's the best thing I can hope for. What is this? What are you doing? Attack Xisheng? Okay. We have to make sure that we're friendly with... Okay, we're trusted with Liu Zhang, so after the coalition's over... After the coalition's over, we don't have to worry about Liu Zhang attacking us. But I guarantee you Wu's probably going to come at us again. Hope not. What kind of Sekiro is that? Ah. I love the parries because they, I mean, when they happen, but that was some bullshit. Leon parried, which is like a spark, and then Xiao Dun parried right back. So I'm like, okay, so you're gonna giveth and taketh away. All right, great. Love that. Don't let him get to the port. Come on. Yes. He didn't get to the port. Did we capture him? South South's invading. He's already marching to retake our city. 26,000 are on the way. Towards Hanjing Port. Alright, call somebody here. Let's get somebody over here to grab the garrison, and we'll counter march after they march in. Is anyone else attacking? South South's pretty busy. See, this is our chance. Sun Quan's going all out. I don't think it's going to amount to anything, but he is going all out. And Liu Zhang's creeping in from the west. So, you got Liu Zhang here, him here, and we need to pull right up the center. We need to drive up the center. That's what we need to do right now. To try to split while his attention is split. Lu Meng is injured, so he's got to rest. I don't even know why he's trying to march. Bro's got to rest. His war is at 40. 48. Okay, he's recovering. Health is light. He's recovering, but his stats are pretty bad. He needs to chill out. Send Huangzong back. We'll retake the port. We'll give him the port and then counter march and attack the port. Try to take it back. Try to rebuild the city. Coalition's over at the end of the month, which means we'll have to worry about Wu. We'll have to worry about the southern Jing guys, even though they're not a huge threat. We should be able to beat them, but still. Lian did do better than Lu Meng. You're right. You're right, he did. It won't be as bad as Tominobu. Bro, I don't even have energy after that after that stream. I still feel fucking deflated. Yeah. Tai Shi's gonna win 5 duels in a row for some reason. Yeah. Sun Yu, what do you want? Return Zhang Wei to us. I don't think he's going to give me anything for him. I'm just going to reject. Just going to go ahead and say no. It's going to be a no for me, dog. Okay, get the garrison. Get out. We'll give him the port for now. I don't know if I should try to take these 4 cities, but they're so bad, man. They're so bad, they're not even worth holding. Changsha, I've said this before, but Changsha is really the only city worth holding in Southern Jing. In any of the romance games, the other ones are just terrible. And you would think there'd be something there, some kind of nuance in any of the games that they'd add to them. But no. They're always bad. They're always all 3 of them. The other 3 are equally bad, and Changsha is always the best one. Okay, let me Lu Meng's war is up to 56. That's another thing I like. You recover your health every turn. It goes up bit by bit in this game. Romance 14's health system is pretty cool as well. But It's just a little bit behind this one because it's not quite as dynamic. In this game, every single turn, your health is improving. It's going back. You're being restored little by little. Whether it's 5% restoration, 8% restoration, but it's going up little by little. In 14, it's like big margins. Yeah, that's annoying. We've got 32,000 though. We're not looking too bad. 32,000 is really good for us. I hope Sun Quan can take the city and keep the pressure on. In July 2009, having failed to overthrow the the anti-South South coalition. Another coalition? Wait a minute. Another coalition. What are the chances? The South South coalition has failed. Would you like to form a coalition against South South? It's like you just close the door on the evangelicals. You're like, no, not interested. And then the door rings again, and you go back to the front door, and you open the door, and now there's Mormons. They're like, hey, have you heard the good word? You're like, didn't I just say no to you guys? You know? The coalition's over. Welcome to the coalition. The desire to overthrow South South fills the land. Will you declare your intent to overthrow? Yes, I will. Sun Quan is chosen as the leader. We'll see South South's tyrannical behaviors laid to rest and bring our worthy cause to our nation. That's awesome. I don't remember that I've ever seen it proc like that. Like, again, usually there's a time period of turbulence where it's like, fuck, no more coalition. Now I gotta go back to killing my neighbors for a while. This time, no break in the action at all. It's just like, boom, keep attacking, keep fighting South South. Liu Zhang just lost Chang'an. Chang'an has fallen again. These forces are stranded up here. They're kind of stranded now. Where's Ma Teng? Where are the forces of Ziliang? Where are the riders? Crazy that Liu Zhang did what Ma Teng could not do. Actually, no, they both failed because they both took Chang'an and both of them failed to keep it. So never mind. I forgot. Ma Teng did take Chang'an for a second, and he lost it as well. It's tough to hold the city against Cao Cao because it's at the end of his pipeline, so he can concentrate everything just to push you out. You know, well, if you do manage to take it, he can just throw everything at that end. 36,000, baby. We're back. You thought the Aura incident would never be surpassed? Well, I never came back to the Aura run, so I don't know. It might be because Cao Cao has the Emperor Young King. Yeah, it could be that. You might be right. I honestly don't know what the conditions are for a coalition to trigger. The thing about these older romance games, and this is why they have the reputation, Koei has the reputation that it has now, is because even back then, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 days, Koei, even in this game, so much stuff is hidden, so much trial and error you have to do, and even after you do a ton of trial and error, it's all to basically say that your results are inconclusive. Like, you'll do all this trial and error, and then you'll be like, alright, here's what I have to present. I know for sure that this may or may not happen. And it's like, you know. Koei, I don't know. It's weird that they've never even attempted to be transparent, but I think the reason they're not transparent with information in the modern games is because they don't even know. They don't even know how stuff interacts within their own systems. That's what it is, you know? Like, if you guys remember our Liu Chen run that just wrapped up, you guys remember how Wei kept coming down from Guanling and invading Wu? They would invade Wu and only take like a small spot and then head back. And then they'd invade again, take the small spot and head back, and they never actually push to take over the territory. They have little stuff like that. There's these little smoking guns in all their games that show you that they don't even know how they program shit. Like, the reason the information isn't so transparent a lot of the time is because they don't know themselves. They don't even know. How does this interact with that? They're like, I don't fucking know. Like, we just threw a bunch of shit in there. You know, that's kind of how they do stuff. All right, Sun Quan took Shoshun. That's a big deal. He can threaten the eastern central plains from there. All these guys got to do is just look tough. All right, I can do the work. They just got to look tough. They just got to stand there and look tough. Take his attention away. Take a little bit of his attention away, so I have room to maneuver. You know, to roll the dice a little bit. What's Lu Meng's loyalty? 86. Still not very high. Let's promote Huang Zong before I forget. The veteran. Alright, Huang Zong. I got so lucky that this coalition just renewed. That's just incredibly lucky. Let's do sniper formation. We'll go all in on that port. And let's put Liu Bei up here. I'm kind of tempted to take Liu Bei's weapons, you know? Maybe when the coalition's over, I might just steal Liu Bei's weapons. Give them to Huang Zong instead, to beef up his war. I also think the Swords of Fate in this game give you a tactic. So I don't know if I covered it in today's video about Romance 3 Creation Guide or if it's in the Lubu video, but items in this game are very, very strong. Like, they're very good. Because they give you a lot of benefits. It's usually just not a stat increase. It's one of the few things that I'm looking forward to with the PUK. Well, whenever we get the Romance 8 PUK in January. Like, the fact that the items, now you can customize your items from scratch is going to be really cool for a community run for Romance 8. Oh, he took one. But he's stranded. Just a little bit of purple surrounded by all this blue. How many soldiers are you going to get back? 17,000 wounded? Wang Zong's on the way. Okay. Let's transport some soldiers to the front, since we don't have to worry about being attacked. Send a nice 10k. Prepare for our push. Everyone else is pushing into the center. Why not us, right? What about us? We're still fighting over ports over here. $15k, let's go. Wait, why is Huang Zhu in charge of the unit? Oh, I didn't promote Huang Zong ahead of Huang Zhu. That sucks. That's going to use his leadership stat. The thing about expert too, the AI will counter you immediately. On beginner, sometimes this can trip you up on beginner too, but on beginner, the AI sometimes will not react. They'll wait a long time to start reacting to you. On expert, they basically check your orders and formulate a plan. So, in this case, they saw him, they checked his orders, and they deployed troops to defend the port. So that we have to fight our way to the port. Instead of us getting all the way up to the port, like in other games, you get all the way up to the city, you start beating the shit out of the city, and then finally the AI, like 3 turns later, is like, maybe we should deploy somebody. You know? By the time they start to get a sortie out, you've already taken the city. In this game, they stop that shit right away. Like, they aggro to counter you right away. They're like, no, we're not even going to let you get to the target. If we have soldiers, we're going to deploy them right at the front. Right away. So, I'm going to need another unit. Somebody else is going to have to get down there. But Lu Meng is still healing, so... This is going to be Huang Zong's battle. I'm going to change his orders so he attacks the foot soldiers, the squad. Yujin. Yujin. Not to be confused with Yujin. Yeah, this is the good Yujin. Not the other one. Not the traitor. Yeah, scheming's not going to work against him. His commander leadership is actually pretty decent. So we can't disrupt his formation. Okay. Let's drill a little bit. Let's see if we can win some duels. 0-3, by the way. Alright. Huang Zong has triggered Su Huang to a duel. Oh no, they have Su Huang. Today I will put aside my bow and cross swords in a duel. I, Su Huang, will fight for the victory of my army. Stop me if you have what it takes. Get him! Let's go! What a fighter. Come on, Huang Zong. Just knock him out, bro. We need a win. Big win, baby. Push. Is it over? Yes. The veteran, baby. The veteran getting it done. One in 3. 1 in 3. We're on the board. We're on the board, fellas. 1 in 3. Stealing some soldiers. 900 soldiers stolen. Oh, we got it chained into a barrage. Pepper them with arrows. Just fucking pepper them. Zhang Ren will hold Wan. Is he in charge of Wan right now? Zhang Wei has escaped. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a monster. Defensive monster. Zhang Ren, 85 leadership, 89 war. Foot and bow, right? Look at that. 500 XP in bow. 600, basically. He knows all 3 tiers. Strike and melee. I don't know why he's missing assault, but some of the design decisions are kind of weird. He killed Pang Tong at Lao Feng Po. Yeah, this is the guy responsible for Pang Tong's death. for the Phoenix Fallen. He was defeated and captured but refused Liu Bei's invitation to join him. God damn. This driver bullshit. He refused Liu Bei's invitation to join him, claiming a loyal vassal cannot serve two masters, and was executed. I think Zhang Rang's quote is used as your advisor in Romance 2. There's a quote in Romance 2 that your advisor will randomly generate, and it'll say something like that, where it's like, a loyal servant cannot serve two masters. And I think in Romance of the Three Kingdoms, that's attributed to Zhang Rang. He's really good, too. In Romance 14, he's got that Steel General trait. Buffs up defense. Alright. Zhu Jin's formation's been broken. Morale's at 68. Is Lu Meng ready to march? We could send Li Yan. Alright, let's do Li Yan. Let's do Li Yan, sniper. Let's give him a promotion. Even though I need all the troops anyway. I don't know if I can give him too many, but let's give him 15,000 to carry. Level 8 general. We'll send him out. Attack the port. So while these two guys are fighting over Hanjing, we'll get our troops ready and invade. Strike at the center. Try to push a little bit. Yeah, he's a tank in 14 robot. Also, guys, Robot has started uploading on his channel, so I think his first video was he uploaded yesterday. I think it was Romance 13, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Robot. Ooh, sniper. Fucking sniped. Yujin's having a bad day, bro. He sends out Su Huang to fight a duel. Su Huang loses the duel. Morale tanks. Then his soldiers start to desert him. Okay? And now he's been shot in the leg. Now he's been shot in the leg with an arrow. Yujin's having a bad day. Everything's going wrong. Your best generals are getting the shit beat out of them. Your troops are running away. You're getting shot in the legs. Oh my god, it's over for him. Good grief. I don't even think we need to send the help. Just turn him around. Yeah, we're just going to turn around. Wang Zong's unit doesn't need any help. He's got this covered. He is having a miserable, miserable time. All right, let's see. Trust, sure. That's it. I don't think there's anything else to do. We'll wait for him to come back, and then we'll resend out. Reform the army. And push towards the center. Maybe we can get the Emperor. The Emperor is there in Sushang. 20,000 soldiers coming in. Never mind. More reinforcements from the north. This is the problem with the northern territories. Usually it's Yuan Shao, but once Cao Cao takes over, it's like a ticking time bomb before the run ends, because whoever's got the north up there in this game, it's just, you get so many soldiers, it's endless. Even though we've been having this amount of success, Cao Cao's going to replace his troops very quickly. Thanks to those soldiers up there from Hebei. One more hit. I'm putting an end to this slaughter. Men withdraw. He's running away. Yujin's had enough. To the port! Fall back! They're done. It's over. I have to tell him to attack, otherwise he'll turn back. If your guy's careful, let me check this to make sure. Actually, I don't know if we can see his person. Oh, there it is. Careful. If your general is careful, he will only follow the orders that he's given, and as soon as his orders are done, he'll go back to base. So careful generals will not take the initiative on anything. They're just like bare minimum. In this situation, Huangzu was told to wipe him out. He's done. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go home. When really he should be pushing to take the port. But, you know, like I said, the personality stuff is really important in this game. You have to pay attention because you'll assume that your guys are going to go one way, and that's not necessarily the case most of the time. They're going to zig when you want them to zag, you know? We're going to need bow people up here. We will need the bow people. I'm kind of nervous about this push because we don't really have the talent. Like, if I'm being honest, we don't really have the talent, so. It's pretty much the Huangzong show. That's the only place that I've experienced success on this run. Yeah, 13, yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch it yet, Robot, but I will check it out. I don't really know much about 13. I never really got to play it, so. But yeah, if you guys want to see some Romance 13, which is pretty scarce online, so go check out Robot Gundam's channel. He's got his first video uploaded. And he's probably going to do more. Yeah, I remember when Romance 13 came out. I remember, like, going to my friend's house. And he had a file. I booted it up. I looked around. I was like, wow, this looks incredible. I can't believe how far, you know, Koei has taken the Romance series. And Nobunaga's Ambition, for that matter. And he was telling me about it. He's like, yeah, you know, he was just talking me up about the game. He's like, oh, you should start a file. Do a run, you know, while you're here. Because I was visiting family. She's like, oh, while you're here, you know, do a run you know, just start a run, start playing it. If you like it, you can buy it, you know. And I just remember being like, this game seems incredible, but I just don't have the time. So I remember being like, just frustrated, you know? Just frustrated. So when did Romance 13 come out, man? I want to say more than maybe 10 years ago, I want to say, because I was in my 20s. I was in my early 20s. And I remember being like, man, I just don't have any time. I remember just being blown away by how advanced Koei was taking their games. You know, the jump in technology. And being like, man, I've got to get back into gaming someday, you know? Like, but, you know, Hansui, he already lost an arm. Now he's got an arrow in the other arm. Courtesy of Huangzu. You're welcome. You're welcome, Hansui. Lost an arm. Arrow in the other arm. Yujin's misery. Yujin's bad luck is trickling down to the rest of his squad. An ill omen. Yujin seems to be an ill omen right now. If I was a soldier at Hanjin, I'd be whispering to the other guys that we need to throw him We need to throw Yujin into the ocean. Okay? He's clearly offended God. We need to throw him into the ocean to get rid of all this bad luck. Our troops are deserting. Our top tier general is losing duels. We're getting shot in the arms and legs with arrows. It's Yujin. He has offended. He's offended God. Cast him overboard and be rid of his ill luck. That'd be me. I'd be plotting the mutiny right now. What's up, Wolf's Heart? You're playing a new campaign tomorrow as a faction? Okay, cool. Yeah, I would say just pick something and try to stick to it for a couple of episodes, you know, so people can follow along. You don't want to jump around too much. Like, unless you can manage them all. Another snipe? Another snipe. 3 snipes against Hanjin Port. Bro. Yujin and all his generals are... I can see them all lined up at the infirmary right now. With, like, an arrow. One's got an arrow through his arm. The other one's got an arrow through his leg. Like, remember in school, you see all the line of the kids lined up to the nurse's office. They're trying to go home. Everybody's faking an illness to go home. All the generals at Hanjing, they're all just lined up at the infirmary. They've all got arrows in them. Everyone's injured with arrows. Let's just check this out, man. Let me just show you guys why I like sniper formation. So, Han Sui is injured. Look at his stats. Minus 40 to everything. Heavy injuries to Han Sui. Zhu Ling. Heavy injuries. Stats are all reduced by 40 points. 40 points. Both those guys. I don't know what happened to Su Huang. He was the general that we beat in the duel. But you see what I'm saying? You can just cripple an army with sniper formation. It's all RNG, but it's so worth rolling the dice on it. Did we capture Su Huang? We did. We have Su Huang as a prisoner. Wow, no wonder the troops are fleeing. No wonder they're joining our side. Their top commander was captured by Huangzong. Huangzong beat him down and then tied him up to his horse and dragged him away. He's like, hey, you're our prisoner now. Okay, you lose, so that means you're my prisoner. Huangzong just riding off in his horse, dragging the defeated commander back to his side of the camp. Okay, bye. Bye. See you guys later. Well, I captured him, so he's coming back with me. Good luck on the war. Good luck on the war, fellas. Yujin's bad day. I'd hate to be Cao Cao right now. You send this commander out there. Are we sure he's not Yujin and not Yujin? You know what I mean? Are we sure it's not Yujin and not Yujin? No, it's the good Yujin. We're gonna have to start doing quotes when I say the good Yujin. There's the bad one. Bad one's over here. Zeus. Wow, Sun Quan attacking in all directions. He's invading Jiangxia to the left. He's moving into the center. Xiao Pei. Sun Quan's just going off. Alright. We gotta rescue Huangzu. We don't... If he's careful, so what Huangzu will do is he'll fucking quit the field. Sometimes careful generals will just straight up quit the field when their numbers get even close to low. Even if they're winning, it doesn't matter. They'll still quit the field. $51K sitting at that port. Yeah, it's true. Illegal? What do you mean, bro? Did we take the port? There we go. It's time for us to push the center. Cao Cao's sending all his troops down to Jiangxia. This push is not going to last, so we need to join up. I wonder if we can take that port. I know that war over there's got nothing to do with me at all, but I wonder if we can take that port. You want me to return your fucking 5-star general? Can I get the horse? You're not willing to give me Storm? For your 5-star general? What about the Sword of the Heavens? No. Not even that crappy manual that you wrote, eh, Cao Cao? You're not even willing to give that up. I thought you burnt that. He should lose that. Pretty sure he burns the Meng Day that he writes. I'm gonna ask for Storm anyway. Imagine being sent to treat with a boy. Liu Kong's like 13 years old. The Sun Yu's like, will you release our best general? He's like, I'll do that if you give me that cool horse that you have. You know? Doesn't Cao Cao have a cool horse? Yeah, I'll do that if he gives me the horse. Should I help Sun Quan? Probably not. What are your orders? Are you attacking the city? Okay. So I could sneak up and steal this port. How many wounded do we have? 14,000 wounded soldiers. You know what? I'm gonna send Huang Zu and Liu Bei. Best buds here, Huang Zu and Liu Bei. We should add Kai Mao. Really have the best friends going. You two go. Take the port. I'm going to call all the other 3 generals back over here, except for Wang Qiu. I'm going to use Huang Zong for the big push. Into the center. And let's give the boy king, Lu Meng, an actual competent general to raise his stats. I don't think the formation matters because we're going to be on a boat. Let's do quick formation. Give me the big warship. And then for tactics... Oh no, give me a ram ship. Do ram ship. Alright. Search. He said it was a splendid idea. Maybe there's some new officers. It's only 209, so there should be a lot more officers getting added into the pool. Liu Biao died trying to take that damn port. Oh, it's true. Crazy how the new games have good portraits? Yeah. The portraits in Romance 14 are, they're just epic. They're epic. They're absolute. They feel like I want to say fan service, but that's not the right word. The portraits in Romance 14, the collection is true to the source material. I think that's the best way to put it. It's the best compilation of portraits. Pan Tong. He said no. Whatever, bro. Get out of here. Ugly ass Pan Tong. Don't need him. Didn't need him then. Don't want him now. In the words of Macho Man. Okay. He says don't need him. Don't need him then? Didn't need him then? Don't need him now. That's all he says. No pukesters to the left of me. No pukesters to the right of me. So my cat just looked at me. He's like, hey, who the fuck you talking to? Cat's like, we got a problem? Alright. Let's go. You guys know what to do. They're probably going to deploy some... You know what? They got 26,000 now. So they're going to deploy some troops to defend the port. I don't remember if you can use this on water. No, you can't. Okay, you can't. Looking at it right now. You cannot. Let's do confuse. Yeah, let's we have the troop numbers, so let's focus on trying to get some confuse triggers. Confuse definitely not as dominant in Romance 9. In the older romances, confuse was never like insane, you know? It's an RNG roll that's not guaranteed to work, and it's a tactic still, so it takes up your tactic slot. So that means that it needs time to charge, and it's not even a guarantee that it'll hit. Which was way more balanced than, like, you know, the newer games. It's crazy how strong it is now. Taishi portraits are really good. I feel like at this point they should update the officers that still use their PS2 portraits. Yeah, that's true. What's up, Zetra? I haven't seen the... I really can't think of the Taishi portraits off the top of my head. I'd have to play the game to see them. We took the port. Should we help Sun Quan? I'm gonna help him. Fuck it. Fuck it, I'll help him. Liu Biao's dead anyway, so any enmity between our factions should have died with him, right? Who's in this castle again? Yujin, right? Cao Cao's in the castle now. He's injured. 55 years old. He's bleeding a little bit. My God. He's mortal. He can be wounded. He can be beaten. He can be brought down. But not by us. Not by us. I'll offer a little support, but you know what I mean? Don't expect a lot. 10,000. That's the best. That's all I got. Take it or leave it. We'll join in the attack. That's all I can do. Feel like, what's his name? Rick from Pawn Stars. Best I can do is 10k. A mediocre 10k. It's the best I can do. That's all I got for you. Got nothing more. We got, look, we're trying to push towards the center. We're trying to save His Majesty over here. I'm kind of busy over here. Speaking of saving, let's save our Lord. The kid. Kid's struggling right now. How old is he? He's got to be, what, 14, 15? "15 years old. Second son of Liu Biao, who succeeded his father, surrendered to Cao Cao, was appointed as lieutenant governor to King. However, he was killed by a vassal of Cao Cao on his way to King, along with his mom and all of her family. Horrendous. I kind of indirectly blame Liu Bei for that. I feel like Cao Cao did it because he didn't want any Liu scions. He was already dealing with people calling Liu Bei the imperial uncle and shit. So he's like, you know what? Can't have any Lius running around. Even though he surrendered to me, yeah, he surrendered to me, but you know what? if he changes his mind someday, he'll have the people's support. There will be factions that will support him because he bears the name of the dynasty. Look at the kid putting in work, bro, with the confuse abuse. Huanzong, Aerogale tactics. Let's go, Huanzong. It's crazy that these guys are standing there trying to defend the shoreline. Brutal. We got the port. Now we have to defend it. Are we still shooting? Are we shooting at the soldiers on the ground now? Wow, now we're just taking pot shots at them. That's what you get, Dun. Dune. That's what you get, Dune. Defend the port. Oh, Jiao Dun has seen through the confuse. Didn't work. He shut it down. He Chef Ramsay'd it. You were just typing out the Pawn Stars joke? No way. Oh, that's funny. What do you want? Zhang Zhao, another traitor, bro. Fun fact, if you play the fictional and old Warhorse's Ambition as Wu faction, if you just play it, you'll notice that Zhang Zhao, which was Sun Quan's civil advisor, right? You'll notice that he is actually part of Cao Cao's faction. Because in the novel, Zhang Zhao is one of the advisors, the main representative of the faction that advised Wu to surrender to Cao Cao before Chibi. He's one of the main guys that Kong Ming had to put in his place and speak against when he was trying to convince Wu to go to war. It's funny that he's already surrendered to Cao Cao in this one. Oh, now he's going to give me Storm. Yep. He said no before, now he said yes. It's because Su Huang was close to surrendering to us. The AI keeps track, like they can see behind the screen, obviously. So, they know that Su Huang was we were able to recruit him. So now they finally agreed to it. Because earlier they said no. They're like, no, we're not giving you Storm. You know what this means? This means that Cao Cao can be captured. That's why I always ask for the mounts. Whenever I'm against Cao Cao, in Romance, it doesn't matter what game, I always try to get his bubbles off of him, his force fields, his protection, his bubble boy protection. I try to get that off of him. And sometimes he's got 2 mounts. Right now, he's only got Storm. He doesn't have the other one. Is it Hexmark? In either case, he doesn't have his mount to protect him, so he can't get away, which means he can be captured, and he is injured right now. And I've sent a force to attack the city to help the Wu faction, so hey, we might be able to claim the body before the Russians do. You know what I'm saying? We might get to, if we capture, you know, we might be able to capture Cao Cao and claim him before the Russians do. This is turning out to work out pretty well. It's working out pretty well. I didn't even know that invading over there was going to be relevant. All right, Huangzong. Let's drive off Jiao Dun. Huangzong dominated last stream. And Jiao Dun has dominated this stream. Now we're going to see who's stronger. I have a feeling we're about to find out who's better. In fact, let me put Huangzong in horse formation. Horse formation is the dueling formation in this game. If you want to have a high chance of triggering a duel, If you want to bank your battle on a duel, you want to march in mallet formation. So this is pretty much what we're going to be doing when we start our Emperor Lubu run. Like when it's wherever we point Lubu, we're going to try to put him in mallet formation so that he can at least blow up whoever he's fighting against. Although, as you guys are going to see, it's an absolute mess playing Lubu. 197 Lubu in this game. So, I'll have a video out, like I said, talking about our starting position, playing as Lubu 197 and all that, breaking it down. But yeah, it's not easy, especially on expert mode. I forgot to change his tactic. He's using foot tactics. It's still triggered, though. Let me call an expert, yeah. Let me call an expert. That fucking show, bro. It's so scripted. I do like the behind the scenes, though, where they talk about the people that go there and how they have to cut a deal. So, Lu Meng, learned any decent tactics lately, or are you just going with brute force as usual? Wow, he tried to taunt Lu Meng's unit. Liu Kong, you still haven't heard? There was a fire. Your town's been burned to cinders. Jiao Dun has seen through it. Okay, everyone's a smarty pants. Everyone's a smarty pants. Jiao Dun's trying to taunt Lu Meng. Lu Meng's like, no, I'm not dumb enough for that. Liu Kong's trying to confuse Jiao Dun. Jiao Dun's like, no, I'm too smart for that. We got a room full of know-it-alls here right now. It's a fucking, what's the word? We got a room full of Redditors right now. Everyone's too smart for each other. Actually, I know that you said actually, but actually, excuse me, have you actually considered, just imagine like a whole room full of Redditors. Everyone's trying to top each other. We did not get the body. Nope. We did not capture Cao Cao. It would have given us, it would have immediately let us decide his fate if we captured him. So that means that he escaped. But where? Where did you run to? Is he near us? No. Let's check the... Runan. Right here. Sun Quan might take it. I'm kind of surprised that Sun Quan's pushing a little bit here. Kind of surprised. I don't know when he's going to run out of steam. Like I said, this coalition's brought us back in the game, and that's the thing about coalitions in this game. You can be cruising or dying, and if a coalition is called, it can totally change your fortunes. And if a coalition's called against you, you gotta buckle up when that happens. Are we gonna get that duel? We need to be the ones to get the Emperor. You see this? Liu Zhang is here. Sun Quan is right here. We need to be the ones to save His Majesty. We got to get those bragging rights. It's all about the bragging rights. All about the bragging rights. All right. Huan Zhong's been carrying the war. Yeah, I agree. We're beating the shit out of Jiao Dun. We're not getting a duel, but we are progressing. We are beating the shit out of him. Incoming 20 reinforcements to keep Jiao Dun alive. I could see that. If we capture him here, we might be able to take Xinye and then push onto the capital, Sushang. Okay. Well, I'm not going to wait for that to resolve. Let's get a unit out on the field and start heading towards Xinye. How many soldiers are there? 10,000. We might be able to bring it down with a tower. Thank God we got Lu Meng. Lu Meng is the only guy who knows Ram, and he's one of the few guys who has tower formation as well. That's just pure luck, man. Pure luck. But that is one of the things about this game. You have to constantly check the officer pool. You got to constantly be checking to see who's a free agent, because officers will be dropping out and leaving all the time. You know what? Put Maliang in the front. And let's do 17,000. Tower formation. How many soldiers do we have in this port? 4,000 more that are going to join once they heal up. We're looking pretty safe right now, as long as the coalition's intact. Once the coalition's over, you know, then we're going to go back to killing each other. I think. Can you send gifts to coalition members? You can, right? Right now we're amicable with Sun Quan. Maybe we can become trusted. Like I said, Li Biao's dead, so maybe he'll let it go. You ever ready to count Toby? Yeah. To save His Majesty, more like under new management. Yeah, I mean, tomato, tomato, right? Wow, the port surrendered to Wu. I guess that's fine. I wouldn't want to keep it anyway. It might spark a war between our factions. 210 already. We must have just gotten there. Zhao Dun's defending it again. Should I split and just target Su Shang right now? I think we should do a split march. Just take these forces and go over there. Because I still got... Yeah, I've got Huang Zong right here. He's ready to go. Do we have a tower? He can run a tower. This guy's the man. Yeah, let's just take our guys. We'll go this way. Go rescue His Majesty. Send a reinforce there. Is that all we... This is the only surplus I've got, right? The 19 there. 19,000. Everything else is kind of bare bones. Okay. Might be able to get another 10k here after the draft pool goes up. Xinye to the left, Su Shang on the right. $600 damage a pop's pretty good. You'll take your revenge, bro. Calm down. You've won enough for today. What the hell is this, bro? 10,000 reinforcements from Chang'an? What the hell happened here? Pile of rubble. Did you forget to use the front door? I thought this was a free city, bro. An officer by the name of Pant. Yeah, I met his ugly ass. He didn't want to sign up. That was a free city. It was perfectly fine the whole game. Then Liu Zhang moves in. And now it's just battered. What the fuck happened? Yikes. Alright. Are we healed up here? 1,000 left. Let's just grab them and go. Let's relocate. Let's get those soldiers up here. See if the big tower can take the city or not. 10,000 reinforcements. Fucking shit. Good thing I split my attack, man. Because this is going to take longer than I thought, you know? Oh, come on. Who shut it down? Jiao Dun shutting down my tactics, of course. Don't you get tired of winning? Take a break. Let someone else win for a change. Come on, Li Yan. Just take the city before the troops get there. I think we got it. I think we got it. Yep. Yes, Leon. Change direction for Chang'an. We're too late. Run. Keep running. Don't stop running until you get to safety. Envoy from Cao Cao. What is it this time? What is it this time? Mao Jie? Yeah, you can have him. He's not. You can have him. Take him, bro. Take him. The non-mon. Dude, I never got the non-mon for 3K. I should. I'm kind of waiting for it to go on sale. Their DLC. Okay. Let's get another tower. Another one. Okay. Double tower. Double tower power. Almost an extra 10K. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Let's search. See if there's anybody around. It's a new year, so. Liu Bei. Kong Ming might still be in Longzong Port. So we might get Suge Liang. We get Suge Liang, bro, it's over. Jiao Dun is defending this city now. Great. Pretty sick of seeing that one-eyed freak. Jiao Dun. Why can't I have Yujin? Can we swap commanders? Why don't you guys take Jiao Dun and I'll take Yujin over here? Bro, I gotta uninstall this fucking quick driver bullshit. Keeps popping up. Oh, there he is! There he is! Mr. Broken himself. 100 intelligence. His advice is never wrong. +6 leadership. I don't even remember for what. Our army needs a leader with your ingenuity. Will you oblige us? Fuck you. Go hang out with Pang Tong then. I didn't know you wanted to be a part of the Losers Club. By all means, go ahead. Go on. It will make me regret adding you to the officer pool, Kong Ming. Kong Ming and Pang Tong, look at them, just hanging out. Bunch of bums. You guys need to get to work. You guys need to get some employment. Let's go. We're saving the Emperor. Let's go. Get with the program. His Imperial Majesty? Ever heard of him? Yeah. Yeah. Kind of a big deal. So we're saving him. So, it'd be great if you could, get with the program. Thanks. Thanks. Oh, I gotta get more coffee. Fuck. Attacking all fronts? Bro, you haven't seen me play this game, Wolf's Heart. Nothing's off the table in this game, man. Mazong. See how Mazong's getting with the program? He understands. My tower is just wilting because Liu Kong's in charge. The boy's in charge. It's not good. He can actually get captured. I like how his relatives won't help him out. Sure would be nice to have an advisor who's extremely intelligent and would be able to tell me with a certainty which plots are going to work. Be nice to have that right about now. Call Liu Bei up here. Did I use him to train? Might have used him to train. Alright, get Kai Mao up here then. Fuck. Will somebody help this child? It's got 1,700 soldiers. I'm a little worried. I don't want to get captured attacking the city. Cao Cao will follow the canon event. Okay? He will execute him just like he did in the novel. I have no doubt of that. Damn Kai family's totally useless. He's probably going to try to run, but I don't know. His unit might still get destroyed while he tries to withdraw. His towers are so slow. There he goes. He's taking fire. Come on, kid. Get out of there. Get out of there, kid. Let's go. Oh, my God. Whew. 300 soldiers made it back. God damn. Not exactly Yukimura's 300 there. Not exactly. Jesus. He's still sending soldiers into this fucking meat grinder? Cao Cao's just pouring reinforcements into the capital. He does not want to lose the Emperor. Alright, kid, quickly, get back to base. If you want to participate in the next assault, get back to base as quick as you can. Let's transport some soldiers, and let's have Liu Bei be a part of the next march. It only makes sense for the Imperial Uncle, a scion of the house, to help liberate the Emperor. Liu Kong? Liu Bei? Kind of cool. Alright. Alright, just keep firing away. You may proceed the siege. How many troops does Cao Cao have? I don't know. He can't have 500k still, Wolf's Heart. There's no way. I'll check in a second, but there's no way. He's actually giving up ground. Ever since Liu Zhang joined the coalition, he started giving up ground. There's no way. I'm going to say 300k. Confuse, chained into a barrage. I love chaining hits. I miss that a lot. Like being able to chain them more reliably. Alright, let's see how many troops Cao Cao's got. Yeah, 350k. How many does Sun Quan have? 200,000. Wow, 200,000. Yep. How many do I have? 100,000. Wow, I've got the most I've ever had. We're coming back, man. From 2 cities? I was down to 2 cities. And collapsing. And that coalition, just toughing it out to get that coalition trigger, got me back in the game. Okay, let's reward. He's coming back. He'll be there in a second. Let's train these troops up. Can we rescue that tower over there? No, it's too far away. I'm going to need you guys to march right now. We got to keep the pressure up on the Capitol building, so I'm just going to empty the city. Oops. I didn't know that Juan actually had soldiers. What the hell is Sun Quan doing? Is he building a fortification? What are you building, bud? What you got there, bud? A camp. At Bowang Slope. Oh, so he's going to build a camp right in front of Juan. I mean, this is just perfect timing because I'm leaving the city totally empty. And Sun Quan's like, I got you. I'm going to build a camp right in front of the valley so he can't get out. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Good looking out. Good looking out, Wu. Appreciate it. When I take back the, when I free the Emperor, I'll make sure that you're commemorated and with some title or whatever for your contributions. They're going to get that camp up fast because the camp is, it's pretty weak, but it's also pretty cheap. So you can spam out a camp real quick. Look at that. Luke Sun, by the way, is the commander. So they're not going anywhere. These guys are not getting moved off of here. 22,000 soldiers right at his front door. I love how aggressive camps are in this game, too. Like, you can put a camp right in front of somebody's castle. It's really frustrating when somebody does that. Like, it's very aggressive, you know? I'm going to build it right in your front lawn. I'm going to put 20,000 soldiers right in your front lawn. No big deal. All right, try number 2. Can I improve the kid's stats? Oh, I deployed him already. It's too late. Shit. Liu Kong's leadership can probably go up by like 10 points. Because we've been using him so much. So his leadership's 22. It can go up by 13 points all the way up to 35. $13 points already just from hardly using him. The officers can get very strong in this game. It's great. This is one of the best games to just watch your guys, pick a couple of guys, and then just watch them get better as time goes on. Another snipe? Did we get Zhao Dun? Nope. That would have been great if we shot. Imagine shooting out Zhao Dun's other eye. You know? It's kind of what 2 patches. Fixed it for you. Fixed it for you, Dun. Shu and Wu are leveling up. In 3K. Yeah. Alright, this should be the turn. No, actually, we might be one more turn away. Let me see if I can reinforce... Oh, I can't. I tried this already, right? We're too far away to rescue. Yeah, we're 1 turn away. Does he have anyone else? Cao Cao's got nobody else in the Central Plains. Like, Chen Liu's pretty empty. Runan's pretty empty. This is it. This is his front line. This is his new front line. If we can maintain our alliance with Wu after this coalition, then we might be able to keep pushing. If we start fighting each other, then yeah, it's going to fall apart. It will fall apart, and Cao Cao will come back into the game. Right now, he's kind of on the ropes a little bit. I wonder how much longer this coalition is going to last. I got to check. Time flies by quick in this game. Almost too quick. Oh, more reinforcements. You are a punk. And he's being misled. I tell you, the Kais are totally useless in this game. The Kai family is totally useless. Can we take the city before they get here? Oh my god. So I just recorded a video talking about Emperor Lu Bu, and I just described this situation. Okay? Wait until you see the Emperor Lu Bu scenario. I just described the situation where your forces get constantly misled by Cao Cao. You have to overcommit. We freed the Emperor. We got him? Freed the Emperor. We made it. Look at all those troops that were going to reinforce the capital. I hate the mislead against Cao Cao. The mislead spam is crazy when you fight Cao Cao in this game. Yan Ru. Yeah, you can have him. He's not really worth an item, so. We have freed His Majesty. Esteemed Liu Kong, Emperor Ixian of the Imperial Court has been discovered. How should we proceed? Do we enthrone the Emperor or dethrone the Emperor? We'll enthrone him. So this is Liu Kong. I'm relying on you. Liu Kong helps the Emperor Ixian to the throne. Liu Kong's army's power has increased. There appear to be people welcoming the ascent of the emperor to the throne. If I remember correctly, you get 100 rep, right? Yeah, we jumped up to 248. We are now the protectors of His Imperial Majesty. How much longer in this coalition? Three months? Wow. That's where I started at. 3 months. So it's been a full coalition already. Alright, let's get our garrisons in there. These guys are gonna run back to Wan, I guess. Where's Cao Cao? Where did he move to? He's all over the place, man. He was at Runan. Xiao Pei. Oh, okay. Your biggest city. Your biggest garrison, 50k. Reward everybody. Did we capture anybody? Forgot Mazong. Nope, no prisoners. Suge Liang and Pan Tong aren't here anymore. They probably signed up with somebody. It would be funny if they signed up with one of these guys. Oh, no way. Pan Tong signed up with Jing Xuan. You'd rather work with this guy in this backwater territory than help me free His Majesty? Wow. You are a loser. Determined to be a loser. Wow. That's crazy. Can't relate. At the same time, that is kind of how Pan Tong is, so it kind of makes sense. The guy was kind of like a bumbling drunk. A genius, but he was absolutely wasted if he was idle for too long. I wonder if Wu's going to be able to push anymore. I think that's it for them. I think Wu's battle lines are kind of gone now, so I think the counterattack from Wei is coming. Unless we do something about it. He found a home to be #1 in? Yeah, he probably figures I could go to this little pond because I'll be the big fish here. Yeah, you're probably right. Also seems like a Pan Tong thing to do. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to call it there. I mean, I feel like we're back. I'm back in this run, so from here, anything can happen. I might do one more part to see what happens when the coalition finally collapses. But yeah, my focus is going to be on our Emperor Lubu run when it comes to romance. So our Emperor Lubu run kicks off on Sunday. It's going to be every other Sunday. If you have a membership either on YouTube or on Patreon and you want to submit an officer for the run, go ahead and check out the post, submit an officer for the run. I'll have a video talking about Emperor Lubu coming out sometime this week. And then our Asakura run upload, I'll probably have it on Thursday or Friday, I want to say. So we'll have those two videos. Our Kagekatsu Uesugi run continues on Saturday. And our Emperor Lubu run on Sunday. So that's what I got coming out on the channel. If you guys enjoy these streams, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, Sign up for Patreon. I would appreciate if you could throw me a couple bucks on Patreon. Sign up for a membership here on YouTube. I think I've got badges on YouTube. 2 badges right now. I'm going to add some more later. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, take care, everybody. Have a good week.